That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. Oh boy. Y'all don't know what we're going to get into today or this evening. Okay. Happy Friday to you all. I hope everybody's feeling good and doing great. All right. Happy weekend. Okay. I hope everybody have a good weekend. It's Friday, honey, and child, I couldn't wait. So, Jasmine and Olivia, you guys, you know, we've been talking about this a few months now. I don't know. When did Jasmine go to the clank, y'all? When did she go to the clank? Was it this year? Earlier this year? It was a few months back. It was after I had something like a miscarriage story. And it was. So did Jasmine go to the clink during the time Olivia was over there screwing Gerard? I wonder if Gerard gave Olivia the money to go file her case. You think that was a part of the $160? I don't know. But anyway, y'all. Court over. Case closed. Alicia said, girl, is the case still going on? Girl, that's what I said. And Nicole said, it ended today, girl. It's over. It's a done die. I said, well, okay. Hey, Whitney. So, y'all, Jasmine put out a video because, you know, that's what she does. She puts up videos. And Olivia went live because, you know, that's what she does because she don't put up videos. And, you know what I noticed, though? I said, damn, Libby, how come nobody watching you? Know, we already know why ain't nobody watching Jasmine. But why ain't nobody watching you? Because at one time, you had some engagement over there. I don't know if it was her bouncing up and down in the camera with her titties hitting her in the jaw. I don't know. But, child, she can't buy nobody to watch that shit. I said, what is going on? Baby, this case gonna be talk about all 2025. You know what, I pray it's not. Based off what Jasmine said and what Olivia said, everybody need to hush at this point. Instead of the judge throwing the gavel down, he probably just put up a sign that said hush. He just want everybody to hush, okay? 40 days and 40 nights. So, Jasmine did the unthinkable, y'all. She drove to Dallas. And her Stank over there, I guess she said, well, let me go and get a trip in before Stank starts school. I don't mean to laugh, y'all, but it's just comical to me because who would have ever thought, after all these years of watching these ladies, I'm talking about Jasmine, Olivia, Chrissy, Ming. Is that it? Who would have ever thought that Jasmine and Olivia would have ended up in court, child? Y'all remember back a few years ago when the Mamiana thing broke up and it was pandemonium all over the mommy community in this little sector. And Jasmine was over there beefing with Chrissy, and Chrissy was beefing with her. Then Ming jumped in, and Olivia stuck her nose in. Y'all remember that? I said, who would have ever thought? You know, I ain't gonna even lie to you. If anybody would have went to court, I would have thought it'd been Jasmine and Chrissy, because you know they stuff was over there getting a little spicy for a moment. But needless to say, Jasmine and Olivia end up going down there. And you know, don't mean to sound like a broken record, but hey Joanna, but you know, we told Jasmine leave that heifer alone. LaToya said, I remember, girl. We told Jasmine, girl, leave that woman alone. That woman is not your friend. She don't care nothing about you. But you know, Olivia or Jasmine, excuse me, wanted YouTube friends. And she tried to, you know, mend some fences over there, and it just wouldn't work. And so she, I guess, clung on to what was allowing her to cling on to. I remember when Chris told us that Olivia was a real one. And Jazzy was over there shaking her head like a bobblehead, like, mm-hmm. Y'all remember when Chris told us that Olivia was a real one? Baby, how quickly Jasmine unfortunately found out. Yeah, she was a real one, honey. A real nutcase over there. Okay. Hard head make a soft behind. But at the end of the day, you know, Jasmine only did what she was supposed to do. Olivia started mess like she does all the time. You know, she started with that girl, and Jasmine got enraged by the lies that she was telling on her precious baby daddy, Christopher. Also, she was upset that, you know, she was saying things about her children, but the fact that Chris's name was involved in all of that, it just really enraged her. Hey, Shy Girl, it really enraged Jasmine. And one night, child, in the wee hours of the morning, baby, Jasmine was in that old house she was living in. You know, the one her and Chris was in there living in together. Baby, Jasmine was sitting in the middle of that bed, and she looked as if she was foaming at her mouth. Baby, she was enraged. You hear me? She was, I'm gonna get you. I'm going to get you, little girl. I mean, she was talking about Olivia. Baby, it was a mess. It scared me because, baby, it was like 2 something in the morning, 3 something in the morning. And I just so happened to get up and I do like most folks do. I picked up my phone and checked YouTube. And I pop and see Jasmine. And baby, she was sitting in that bed like she was, what's that little funny dog that y'all, they was talking about that had, what's the dog that was in Louisiana? They said they brought the dog to Louisiana. What was the name of that dog? Annabelle. Girl, she was looking like Annabelle. I'm gonna get you, little girl. I was like, what is wrong with Jasmine? Baby, I clicked off because I was frightened. I was frightened. And I ain't want nobody to see me because, you know, I ain't want to be a witness. I ain't want to have to get drugged down to the courthouse and say, did you see Jasmine, my Jazzy life that night? I said, I ain't saw nothing, Your Honor. Babe, I hurry up, cut that damn video off. I said, oh, no, you were like me. Go ahead, me over here talking about I saw it. Anyway, girl. So Jasmine blogged her adventure going from Austin to Dallas to because Jasmine's a Jasmine said she learned. She said the last time she didn't show up for court, I had a warrant out for my damn arrest. Jasmine said, oh, you a damn lie. I spent 40 days and 40 nights down at the clique. More like 6 hours, maybe 12. But anyway, Jasmine said, oh, I'm showing up to every court date. Even if it ain't a court date, I'm going to just show up just in case they wanted to have court. But Jasmine said, you won't get me like that again. So Jasmine said she didn't care if she didn't have a babysitter or not, honey. Her and Stank went on up the road, traveled about 3 hours or so to Dallas, and went to court. You hear me? So we gonna get into Jasmine's video. Jasmine, I want her. Yeah, the Clank girl. I want Jasmine to tell her story. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The reason why I am so comical with this, because y'all, this stuff was, let me say this. It was funny to me. It just was. It just was, because I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Olivia. Like, sis, go sit your ass down some damn where. You gonna go drag Jasmine down to the courthouse because she said she wanted to see you, deceased. And Zolo, your baby, Dottie, got on this internet, baby, for weeks and months. even went as far to enlist other males, other men. He even threw in a couple females. That man went as far as to enlist other people on the channel that Olivia helped build for him to drag her for weeks. Them men was over there talking about how she stank in between her legs and in her butt, and them men had never touched her before. But I guess they was taking Zolo's work. Baby, when I tell you that man drug her frontwards, backwards, around in circles, baby, Zolo didn't get a cease and desist. He didn't get a cussing out on the internet. You know how the other reaction channels, you ugly bitches, child, we was getting cease and desist letters, and baby, we was getting every damn thing. Baby, when I tell you Zolo didn't get his feet tickled, nothing happened to Jasmine. Did one video where she was upset, and she had every right to be, because even to this day, there is no proof of what Olivia was insinuating. Child, she didn't even give the information to the damn DA. There was no, if Jasmine told you this and you recorded it, well, why you didn't get the information to the damn prosecutor around there? You know? And I said to myself, Zolo did all that, and this is a man you laid up with, girl. You broke bread with, you gave him your EBT card, you even let him drive at the time, still legally at the time, your husband / father of your 3 children at the time, gave that man the keys to that man's car, had him riding all around Florida, going to a studio time. Child went and bought that man rabbits and got him boots to wear at Walmart to wear. Girl, you did all that for that man, and the thanks he got, let him lay in your house on them one set of sheets you had. You remember the pink ones lived on them one set of pink sheets. Did all of that, and then what he do? Went right to the platform that you grew for him and talked about you for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So why did he get a pass? And Jasmine ain't even barely squozed your hand. You've been to Jasmine's house one time. She ain't never been to your house ever. Never, ever, ever, never. And Jasmine got to get ran down to the damn crowd. And you was on there talking about her baby daddy and her children. I said, baby, this don't even make no sense. Even Gerard, he got on here and drug her front and back, then enlisted his woman. She got on here and drug her a little bit. And baby, ain't nothing. Even when, do y'all remember the mall, at the brawl at the mall? Do y'all remember the brawl at the mall? Where Antonisha's sister confronted Olivia, and Olivia had to run through the mall on Christmas Eve for her life with the baby in the stroller. Claimed she was going to press charges, and baby, nothing happened. But at the end of the day, the reason why Jasmine had a warrant is because Jasmine didn't show up to court. Unbeknownst to Jasmine, she didn't know what court was in session. She didn't know anything about the court because the summons went to an address that Jasmine no longer lived at. So she had no idea. And so I'm starting to think, do they not transfer mail? But you know what? I thought when you get court dates, they send you emails now. Because, people move. And one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. If Olivia, pretty much anywhere you go, they always ask you for your email. So I would think when Olivia went down there to file them charges, they definitely would have asked for Jasmine's email, right? Don't y'all think so? Yes, he was, Southern Belle. We're going to finish Keisha and them tomorrow. We had to talk about this today. She ran back talking trash, and the next day she was in the car crying. Jazz knew she didn't take it serious. You think so? Yeah, so I was curious about that. I said, well, they didn't email Jasmine because I'm telling you, a lot of everything is electronic now. Most court cases they sending you because they gonna ask you what's your email. Everybody got a Gmail. Hell, if you on YouTube, you got a Gmail. And who don't have you? When you buy your cell phone, YouTube is automatically loaded as an app on your phone. So who don't have a Gmail? Even if you serve via email, they will continue it so Jazzy can be served physically. But my thing is, didn't you get an email? But anyway, it's over with now. That's neither here nor there. Okay, we're not even gonna get into that technical conversation because the case is closed. So let's get into Jasmine real quick, y'all. And then we're gonna scunch her on over down there to Florida where Olivia was at because apparently Olivia didn't show up in court today. Okay, so Jasmine Todd is convicted of not sexual. It's social. Excuse me, y'all. It's late. I'm tired. Okay, so Jasmine drove the truck. Did she drive her car? Oh. No. Okay, she got a car in the garage. Did she drive her car? I'm gonna be honest. I saw her reaction to this earlier, but I don't remember what she said, y'all. So we gonna watch it again. I don't remember. Okay, so she said she Dallas, Texas court day. Oh, okay, girl. She was at county criminal court 2. Okay. Oh, they go by the DMV records.
All right, y'all. So we're done. The case is dismissed. They took my cease and desist letter and used that because my cease and desist letter was sent before the person made the report, and they took that, and that's what they're using. So
wait, this ain't the Ford that she has. This is a different car. Who car is this? Wait, did Chris take off from work, Jasmine? Or did Philip take off to bring you? Because who car is this? This ain't your car.
use that to basically say, how could it ain't adding up. And y'all, if y'all would have seen the stuff that I wish I should have took a picture of it. The stuff that was said, and mind you, we're way in Dallas right now, but the stuff that was said, every time the individual went on live talking meth, they proved it out that it was a lie. Because I only said what I said one time. I didn't say that multiple times. Because I backtracked. They have that video too. I didn't even have to go pull that. They pulled that themselves. All right, so I'm at home.
So, okay, who asked that question? Wait, what's cease and desist? Girl, you don't remember when Jasmine's cousin, who's an attorney, you don't remember when she drafted up Jasmine a cease and desist and she posted it on her community tab and it was misspelled? You don't remember that? Nisha, where you been, sis? Yeah. Jasmine's cousin, I don't know if it was cousin by blood or mud, but Jasmine's cousin wrote her up a cease and desist because she an attorney. And Jasmine brought it to social media and posted it on her community tab. I guess she wanted us to proofread it for her. And we did, and we said, go back and redraft that. We told her to give it back to the cousin attorney and redraft it. Okay? You said, how come her mom couldn't watch Legendary? Because her mama work, girl, and Legend be down there. He be, Legend be doing all that screaming and hollering. Her mama work from home. She can't be having all that noise in the background. That woman been at that job a long time. She ain't about to lose her job because Jasmine don't make that boy mad. She said, nah, because your pterodactyl, my grandson don't know how to hush. So Jasmine needed her mother to watch Legend doing business hours. Now I'm wondering, because she just showed at 11 o'clock. So court ended at 11. So what time did you make it down there to the court? What you leave at 5 in the morning? Why you just didn't stay tonight? That would have been a nice look. Haven't you door dashed enough to make up for gas money? Oh, Jasmine. Come on, y'all. Let's finish.
And I had a basketball game and everything. My phone ran out of storage. I literally forgot my camera. I left it on the counter. I was going to bring it with me to Dallas.
So y'all hear that noise in the background? How is her mama going to work a job where she got to answer phones? And it's him in the background. She can't do it.
I literally forgot. So I was like, I'm going to record on my phone. Ran out of storage. So basically, there was other creators that they showed me exactly. They document word from word what people say and stuff like that when they actually physically talk to them, and it was sad. It's like,
wait, hold on, who got interviewed? You other creators got interviewed? Did nobody call TMI? Why nobody call me? I wouldn't have answered anyway, but did nobody call me?
There were other creators and they were trying to get other creators like talk about what can I do about this creator if she said this, like, and it was like if she said this or that, and then it was,
hold on, Jasmine, you said, wait, hold on, girl. So she was down there, she was doing the police report for your ass, and she was asking, and she was throwing in other creators' names. Olivia just mad because won't nobody let her get in the sandbox and play with them. See, that's what happens when you can't play with others. Olivia come to the park and everybody just dismissed. Not Olivia didn't put other creators' names in. Girl. They left me out of the group chat. Thank God, girl, because I wasn't going to reply anyway. I was going to remove my damn self.
stated like that. I threaten kids. But y'all know me. What about I always told y'all? We need kids out of it. Kids don't count. Never. I've always said that. But I had made sure that I had my ducks in a row. There were other lies in the statement as well that was made against me, basically saying that they only knew me for 1 year and I came to their house and all this stuff. And we all know I never went to this person's house, and that they were afraid that I was going to harm their kids because I said I was going to harm their kids. At this point,
wait, hold on. She said she only known you for a year. Well, yeah, that's a damn lie. Because hell, I've been on here 6, and she was stalking you before then. I know she didn't lie on the paperwork. Talking about Jasmine been to her house. This is the first time in probably 10, 15, 20 years, Jasmine's even been out of the city of Austin. Well, no, that's a lie. Her and Chris went up the street to Houston for his birthday. Yeah, that was a few years ago. Yeah, Jasmine, though, she don't be traveling, baby. She don't travel like that, so we know that's a damn lie. Jasmine not just gonna come to Dallas. Only reason she came to Dallas this time because she was summoned. So we know that's a damn lie. Was that like 4 years ago? Baby, it's been 4 years.
Like, what? Like, so people can just come out here and just say some crazy ish like this and just get away with it. But I just literally was like, look, I'm not taking no plea deal. Y'all got me messed up. I want this shit off my record. And honestly, that's all I was literally pushing for. Like, if you say that you did do this, then we'll get it off your record. No, there was a cause and effect situation. I said what I said that one time due to what I have had to deal with for an entire year. And on top of that, it was also stated that they were planning on abusing the system, which is what they did. But honestly, I feel like, you know, when it comes to the state and how things are run, it's more so I want to try and, you know, I want this person to plead guilty type stuff. It's just, you know, I feel like it might be just broken. Part of the state situation just may be broken, and it's whatever, you know. Hopefully this doesn't happen to anybody else and they don't get a point lawyer and they're able to get like afford a regular lawyer to where they can do more things. Y'all know what I mean? Because I felt like I had to really like push for certain things. Her thing as well. But I felt like, you know,
Jasmine, your lawyer is everybody's lawyer. It was a public defender. She for everybody.
I had to like you literally step out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense. Right. And so anything they said, I was like, no. Here it is. Here's so and so. Here's the video, or here is a clip. They were trying, hear me out. They were trying to make me agree to. They were trying to give me like a agreement plea deal or some shit, and was like, if you say that you did, we'll take it off your record or something like that. This is what the DA was saying.
Wait, what? Did Olivia show up to court? Because I haven't heard you mention that yet. Like, you walked into court and you stared at her with your beady eyes, and she stared back to you with her beady eyes. Did she show up in court? Because you ain't made no mention of that.
No, I want it all off. So anything that was said, I had some information like, oh, you've been trying to contact this individual. No, I haven't. Here are my screenshots. Or no, I haven't. Here are these messages. You know what I'm saying? And I did want to come on here and personally say thank you to my supporters, the ones that helped me getting this dismissal. I'm just glad that it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because I did say that what I said was out of anger. They considered, there was like, well, could you at least take anger management?
Wait, hold on. If the case was dismissed, why would they suggest it? So typically they don't ask you. Or are you saying this is what they asked your lawyer? If you wanted to plead to this and that, why would they ask you to plead to something but then dismiss it? That doesn't even make sense. So did it get dismissed because Liv didn't show up? I don't think Olivia had to show up because Jasmine is the one that had to prove that she didn't do anything wrong. So Olivia essentially had submitted her evidence. The ponderance, I would think, would be on Jasmine because she was the defendant, right? Am I wrong? Y'all, I ain't been in I ain't been in no court cases. I especially ain't been in nothing like this and don't ever plan to be in anything like this. So it's like, what are you talking about? Like, why would they suggest that you take anger management, but then turn around and dismiss the case? Wouldn't that, if they suggested you take anger management, wouldn't that be one of the conditions that you fulfill, and then they would dismiss the case if you fulfill it? Am I wrong, y'all?
Can you do an anger management class? And that was it. And I was like, okay. And I was able to get my money back as well. So that's a plus. Like I said, thank you to everyone that's been supporting me. And I have like till September to take the anger management class. They gave me like 2 months to take that, so it was no rush.
So wait, so you said they asked you, would you at least take anger management? And you said no, but now you're saying that you got to September to take the anger management. So once again, they don't ask you to do, well, they'll tell your attorney, this is what the state is what's the word I'm going to use? This is what the state is. I'm not going to say the word suggesting. This is what the state is offering. That's the word I want to use. This is what the state is offering. And you guys, your attorney either Proposing, right. Your attorney either yay or nay to it or put conditions on it, but essentially you got to agree to something. But if they make, so it sounds like, Jasmine, if you agree to the terms to do anger management and you got 60 days to complete it, so it sounds like your case will be dismissed once you show proof that you completed the anger management.
Which is a blessing too, because whatever. So it's not like I didn't say what I said, because I did say it. But my only agreement was to take the anger management class for complete. I needed all that shit off my we're gonna wait and take it off your record. I want it off. Okay. So after I take the anger management class, we're done. I don't even have to go down there no more. Nothing. And I'm just so glad that shit is over with. It's just all I'm gonna do is just sit and mind my business, because that proved to me that people is just all talk. You know what I'm saying? On this platform, you're all talk, and I ain't got time for all talk type stuff. Like, because all talk people, all they do is run to police when they try to let them take care of their business for them, and that's childish. Like, don't talk stuff if you can't walk it. Y'all feel me? That's just anybody in general, anybody, right? But that's that. I'm glad that I did not drive my car down there. Super grateful for that as well. I didn't want to record too much, because y'all know. Yeah. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching today's vlog. Make sure you thumbs up it, girl, because it's free.
Oh, okay, girl, bye. My thing is this, even with all that being said, you still was talking ish. And it's just like, me personally, it could have been worse off, based off whatever evidence the prosecution had or whatever. The fact that all she had to do was take anger management and that's it. And maybe, she said she got her money back. You mean Chris and Philip's money? So apparently she got the money back, and which I don't know how she would get the money back, because the whole reason she had to pay a bond was because she was a failure to appear. So anytime, and if you got to pay to a bail's bondsman, then you don't get any money back. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, she said she don't want a record. She said she doesn't want a record. So she wasn't going to plead to anything because she doesn't want a record. At least that's what she said. Look, let me tell y'all like this. If y'all are really interested in finding out, because y'all know Jasmine can't tell a story to tell her life. Okay. She cannot tell a story to tell her life. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure somebody by now done looked it all up and figured out what really went on in court. Unfortunately, y'all, I didn't have the time to do that. I don't even know how to do stuff like that. So I definitely didn't go look it up. I just reacted to what she said. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is this should have never been a story. I understand Jasmine being upset because of what Olivia said, and she had the right to be very upset behind it. Olivia was posting her kids' names on her community tab. Remember when she did, what was it? Hashtag save Ava. Y'all remember when Olivia put that on her post community post? Hashtag save Ava. Like, Jasmine's never put her kids' names on her channel or in her community post. So the fact that Olivia, being a mother her damn self, was so careless and reckless with other people's children, yeah, I'd have been pissed too. Like, girl, why are you putting my kids' names on your channel? You know what I'm saying? I've never done that to your children. I've never used your children's name on my channel. So I understand, and the fact that Jasmine was upset, but Jasmine took it too far, in my opinion, for content and for content and views. And she really did not think, because Jasmine was so used to everybody going back and forth on the internet with each other, she wasn't used to people actually retaliating against her, because for a couple of years they all were going back and forth, cussing each other out, airing each other's personal business. And so Jasmine was like, oh, okay, so you get some views, I get some views, all right, sis, it's all good. And then Olivia, with her ornery ass, went and took it a step further, and then, like I said, the fact that she took it this far with Jasmine, but her baby daddy Zolo, and at the time he wasn't even her baby daddy. It was just a man she had been sleeping with for less than 90 days. The fact that you let a man that you've been with for less than 90 days drag your ass for filth, a whole grown ass man, you let a whole grown ass man drag you for filth for weeks and months at a time, built a whole platform off of just dragging you, and you didn't do as much as pinch the ninja. But Jasmine gets on her channel in the middle of one night and say she hope you pass away and she hates your guts, and she got to get ran down to the courthouse. Doesn't make sense, but that's what happened. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get over here to Olivia and see what her ass had to say. So Olivia titled her live stream the Tea on Court. Now, just to go to show y'all that Olivia, this was nothing to her. The girl wasn't even on live for 20 minutes. She was on live for 18 minutes, and she talked about it probably like the last 10 minutes of the live. Okay. So we're going to get into Olivia real quick.
That I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. And as far as I go, I will not be.
Give me a moment, y'all.
Well, I'll come on here and I'll show you guys, because they're sending me another waist trainer. That company. The company is Lover Beauty. Okay. Like I told you guys, I didn't want that person to go to jail. I didn't want her to go to jail. I wanted her to learn her lesson. And hopefully, it doesn't seem like she did, but hopefully the girl learned her lesson, that I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. And as far as I go, I will not be talking, reminiscing, talking shit. I won't be doing none of that stuff about that person, because quite frankly, it's not worth my time. She's not on my level.
First and foremost, Olivia's saying that she's not going to be mentioning that person anymore. The moral of the story is we've all been trying to figure out, why were you ever mentioning her, especially once you denounced your friendship. The day you denounced the friendship should have been the last time you spoke on this lady. Because let's be very obvious and honest. Had Olivia not been playing with Jasmine, mentioning Jasmine, Jasmine wouldn't have said nothing to her. Jasmine wasn't picking with Olivia. Olivia picked with her. Olivia didn't like the fact, I forgot what was going on back then, but Olivia didn't like the fact that Jasmine was getting the most attention. And so she decided to, poke a sleeping bear. And for Olivia, the sleeping bear woke up. At the end of the day, nobody believes anything Olivia says. Anytime you lie about having a GED, like, come on now. And then you enlist your whole family, your husband, your kids. You had the park background. Anytime you get on the internet and lie about having a GED and then incorporate the rest of your family to engage in the lie with you, child, I mean, what else? I mean, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I mean, so the fact that you claim that you're not going to mention Jasmine's name anymore, well, good, sis. You should have been stopped mentioning her name. Now, you mentioning Gerard, that's different. You got kids with him. So, okay, girl, you ain't got a child or a chicken with Jasmine. Jasmine was a chick that you was cool with and you not cool with anymore. Just for an example, what was the girl name that she stole the Louis Vuitton purse from? What was her name? Y'all remember the girl she stole the Louis Vuitton purse from, the one that was staying with her for a short while? She's never mentioned that lady's name. And child, that lady actually lived in your house. She was a friend of yours. Keisha. Was it Keisha? Misha. That lady actually lived in your house. That was around the time you met Brandon. Remember him? And you ain't mentioned Misha's name since. So the fact that Misha lived in your house, slept under your roof, hung out with you, things Jasmine has never done. Even when y'all was all in Houston, you still didn't sleep under the same roof as Jasmine because you was down there at the hotel with Maurice screwing him while Jasmine, Chrissy, and Ming was at the other hotel or at the Airbnb screwing random strangers. So y'all wasn't even bumping ussies in the same vicinity. You was bumping ussies at another hotel and they was over there getting their groove on at an Airbnb on the other side of town. So you and Jasmine never even slept under the same roof together. And you continuously keep mentioning her, but Misha was a chick that you was oochie cool with. Stole her whole Louis Vuitton bag and everything. And you don't even whisper that lady's name. She said Jasmine ain't on her level. Now, child, we already know this lady don't even have a level, so it ain't even worth entertaining that conversation.
It's over and it's done. But like I said, the consequences have been paid. And the shit's over. It's over. I dropped the charges. And but you know, as far as like she could tell y'all what she has to do. There's still some shit going on, but it's not it could have been a lot worse, but it don't have to be all like that. Just don't get on the internet talking crazy. That's all. And stuff. It's not cute.
Don't tell that lady what she can and cannot do. If Jasmine want to get on here and talk about this for the rest of 2025, she has every right to do it. We've been telling you to hush about Gerard for years and you still won't. So if Jasmine wants to talk about her court drama with you now into December 31 of 2025, honey, we're going to let her push the play button and talk. Now, I ain't going to say we're going to be over there listening to Jasmine because we tired. We don't want to hear no more. But if she want to talk about it, let her. Who the hell are you? Girl, you got 5 children. These people kill me getting on the internet trying to mind other people. Girl, mind your 5 children. And let that grown-ass woman do whatever the hell she want to do. Because here's the gag, Olivia. If you will stop following Jasmine and stop watching Jasmine, you wouldn't know what she's talking about and when she's talking about it. Because remember, she's not on your level. So if she's not on your level, why is she in your YouTube subscriptions? Oh.
Get yourself in a lot of trouble. A lot of back and forth. A lot of stress, as you can see. Bitch has been stressing out. And, you know, it's not worth it. So, before you fuck with somebody, ask yourself, is it worth it? Probably not. So, you should probably and keep it moving.
Girl, that's probably the same question you should have asked yourself before you allegedly crawled into bed with Gerard. Is it worth it?
Okay. Telling you about the waist trainer. Where do you buy it at? The company is Lover Beauty. That's the company. You can find them on TikTok, or you can actually they probably have a website. Definitely not, but she will never learn. Shouldn't have dropped the charges. No, you guys, like I said, I told you guys back then, I don't want her to go to jail. I want her to, you know, and she did, you know, and like I said, I don't need that karma.
Yeah, you probably didn't want Jasmine to go to jail, but when you went down there and filed charges on her, you definitely wanted something to happen to her legally. At the end of the day, Jasmine is the reason why she went to jail because she missed court. But in a sense, Olivia is the reason too, because she's the one that proposed a situation for Jasmine to even have a summons to go to court. So, you know, at the end of the day, I never understood why women like these two who have 5 kids apiece, 10 total, should have far much more going on in their lives than anything else aside from what each other are doing on their channels. Now, Olivia not showing up to court, I'm not surprised, y'all. Hell, you act like she didn't left Dallas where her kids was at. So of course she's not going to make a special trip to show up to court when she left the city of Dallas, the state of Texas, and didn't even say bye to her children. Child, we didn't even see no last minute live stream. We didn't. I don't even think she had the kids for Mother's Day, because if I remember, I don't think she went live around Mother's Day. So her not showing up to court, I'm not surprised. Jasmine having to go to court is Jasmine's fault, because she shouldn't have got on here and reacted the way she did. Although let me say this, she can react whatever way she wants to, but as we all know, Olivia can vouch for that. Your actions have, there's consequences to your actions, right? So Olivia knows that. That's the whole reason why she don't have custody of her 3 oldest kids, because her actions on and off the internet, there, obviously there's consequences. That's the word I want to use. I'm sorry. There's consequences to that. Okay. So this is where she is now, without the children. Child, this is a mess. That's all I got to say, y'all. This is a whole mess. It's always been a mess.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Can y'all hear me? Definitely not. Oh, I already read that. I'm glad you decided to put this chapter behind you. I'm proud of you to become the bigger person. Can y'all hear me? Are we good still? I got a phone call. Yeah, I'm putting the whole shit behind me. It's over and it's done. And it's like I said, I will never speak on this again. I wanted to close the chapter myself and tell you guys she can't speak on it. That's why she hasn't been speaking on it. And I'm sure she will, though. She'll come up here and use it for content. I don't care. Do your thing.
She can do whatever she wants to do. It's her story too, Olivia. You made her a part of the story. Like, it's her trying to tell Jasmine what she can and cannot post when you can't even control the men in your life that you had kids with. Like, girl, what are you? Oh my God. See, this is why I don't feel sorry for Jasmine. We warned her that this lady is nuts. We told her that. She wouldn't listen. We told her, Chrissy told her, Ming told her, and probably some other people in her lives that we don't know nothing about. It's like, sis, you can't tell that woman what she can and cannot talk about. If she wants to use it for content, she can do it. It's her story. She can tell it.
But like I said, say thank you. You're welcome. And that's it. That's that on that. Don't ever talk about me. And that would be that on that. Everything's Gucci.
She can talk about you if she wants to. She can, as long as she, look, if I was Jasmine, I wouldn't whisper this heifer's name. But if she just feels compelled to go back down memory lane, she can say egg. And we'll all know who she's talking about.
Yeah, guys, just wanted to give you guys an update. What is it exactly called? Like I said, I spoke to the DA today, and it is called, what is it called? It is dropping the charges, but it's called something with, damn, I wish I remembered exactly what.
You spoke to the DA. Well, how did you speak to, the DA called you right before court? How did you speak to the DA? Did you speak to the DA before court or after court? Because wouldn't you have to talk to the, so you called the DA up that morning and said, hey, can you do me a solid and go and drop them charges on Jasmine over there? I'm down here in Florida and I don't give a damn what's going on in the state of Texas. Hell, I got kids there and I left them. So I damn sure don't care nothing about no help on the internet. So did you call? So what time did you call the DA? At 8:30, 8:45, 8:15? Because how did you talk to the DA before court, sis? When Jasmine just showed us when she left court, it was 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just going to assume court probably started about 8:30. So when did you get the DA on the phone? Would you call him on his cell phone when he was on his way riding into work? Girl, hush.
She said something with, like, she had, like, it's not probation, but it's like she still has shit to do or whatever, but I'm not gonna speak on that.
Right. Yeah, don't speak on it.
It's not my business. Right. Good luck to her. Good luck to everybody. But I'm over and I'm out. I'm done with this. I'm out the mix. Don't ask me about it. I'm coming to tell you guys it's pretty much over. but there's still things that she has to do on her ends, like.
Why do you keep repeating that? Why do you've said that now 4 times? Why do you keep saying this ain't my business, I'm out of it, I don't talk about it, I'm not going to talk about it, but you've repeated now 4 times that she got other stuff to do. Jazzy just told her she got to go to anger management.
I don't know if I don't want to get into it. I don't want to say it's not my business, and like if she wants to say it, she can say it. But anyway, like there's conditions. There you go. It's dropping the charges with conditions. Anyway, I love you guys.
Right, and one of the conditions is Jazzy said she got to take anger management. We don't know if there's other conditions, but that's one of them. Bye, girl. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Because she gonna do the complete opposite. This heifer filed the charges, then had the nerve not to show up for court. Yeah, child, she works a lot of people's nerves. Well, at the end of the day, y'all, I'm just glad it's over with. Whatever Jasmine got to do, go on and do it, girl, and put this behind you. Jasmine, don't get on this internet beefing with nobody else. And just because somebody do YouTube don't necessarily mean they're going to be your friend for life when it comes to this content thing, because it's just, it don't work like that all the time. Now, it does work at that. Sometimes it just really depends on the person, right? And we have told Jasmine, and we've said it many, many times, we all felt like Olivia was not the one. It was so funny, though, how we called money before it was even spent. Like, we called money on it. She should know about conditions that the judge told her she needed parenting classes. Yeah, and told her to take a drug test that she did not take. Girl, man, you hear me? Yeah, no more court content. So that's it, y'all. I definitely won't be talking about it no more. There's nothing else to talk about. We've talked about Jasmine going down to the clank. We talked about the bond money. We talked about who watched Legend and who didn't keep Legend. We talked about Olivia being wrong for doing what she did, the way she did it, because they both was coming for each other. Y'all, we've covered everything that we could cover with this situation. There's nothing else to cover. At this point, Olivia need to go find her something to do, be it YouTube or a job outside of YouTube. That Jasmine definitely need to go find her something to do, be it YouTube or a job outside of YouTube. And that's it, that's all. Dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be charged again. Okay, well, I mean, at this point, unless Jasmine's a glutton for punishment, I don't think she would try this again with Olivia or with anybody else for that matter. I just don't think so. My whole conversation is, it was just a shame that it ended up like this, like it went this far. That's all I'm saying. It was a shame in this mommy community. Like I said, we do our reactions. They talk their ish. We talked our ish. But at the end of the day, court cases and paperwork and all that stuff, when all of this is always a conversation. None of us have met in person. None of us have, well, let me take this back. They did meet in person. I'm sorry. The Mamianas did meet in person. But what was that? It was one time for all of them, and then 2 times for Jasmine and Olivia. That's it. Imagine meeting somebody twice in your lifetime, and then the next thing you know, y'all down at the courthouse. It's like, for what? What we at the courthouse for? Child, we've literally seen each other in person twice. That's it. In a span of what, 5-6 years, we've seen each other twice, and we down here at the courthouse. It was a lot. To me, this was the epitome of Jasmine and Olivia both having nothing to do with their time, but sitting playing on the internet all day. Instead of being more productive with their time that they had either on the internet or off the internet. To me, this is what it looks like when you got too much free time on your hand. Way too much free time. Yep, they still don't really know each other. Right, exactly. So pressed she ran to court shows how scary she is for real. Both of them need to hustle and get the kids ready for school. Yeah, because school's starting, what? In a couple of weeks, y'all. Jasmine said she don't think she's doing a back to school haul this year. She said she do that every year. I said, yes, sis, because you ain't even started. You're going to do like anything else. You're going to wait till the week before school starts. Jasmine gonna wait till they do that tax-free weekend and go buy her 1 or 2 things. Like you said, Jasmine was warned by many and refused to take heed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all, that's my time. I'm out of here, honey. We didn't cover this story as much as it could be covered. Y'all, we didn't cover this story so much, it definitely don't need any additional pillows, okay? Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all have a good weekend. I may try to come back tomorrow and do the continuation of Keisha and Jeremy down there on the acres. If y'all didn't watch my reaction this morning, please go watch it, baby. Because when I tell you, if you feeling blue, when you hear that goat say, nah, baby, I'm telling you, you're going to fall down and holler. It was so funny. So y'all know me. I like to keep y'all laughing. I like to keep y'all comical. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and a lot of it's not a laughing matter. But if you can get the chance just to laugh a little bit instead of being your face always scrunched up because you're mad about something, make sure y'all come back to the break room the next time we do a live stream, because I'm gonna make sure I'm always gonna keep us laughing. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Have a good night. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.